happens is the whole thing is
peeled off.
Now, we did this earlier in the studio, but we used a doll back at the studio in preparation for the show. So what I'm going to take out now would be Mimi's foot, but in actual fact what it is a little dolly's foot.
I'm going to say that would be a very, very, very small foot.
Can you see that?
Yeah, but the detail is perfect. Let me hold it for the camera so that you see how perfect that is. Now, between the toes, there's a little bit of extra plaster here.
That's right. So those little bits and pieces are then sculpted off by the girls until you're left with something like that. So this is actually now a customer's order in mid flow.
Process.
So I've brought that in.
And what you can see, which is wonderful, is the reason why you couldn't just have a sort of whole load of these in your studio and just dish them out, because they really have individual footprint, obviously, like a handprint, lines, everything is totally unique.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes mums and dads have said to me, how do I know I'm getting mine? How do I know it's mine? And really, as you know, you being a mum, you recognise there is no disguising, you know, your own children's feet.
The shapes of toes and things like that are already so unique. Individual. What do you think, apart from Mimi, who wasn't too sure, but that's fine, she's recovered very well. What do you think, Stephanie? Is that
she's not bothered by the process at all, she's fine.
And is this something that you would be excited by? I mean, seeing this?
Definitely, definitely, yes.
What would you choose? Because then I guess you could, if I was feeling very extravagant, or if you're feeling very extravagant, I guess I could have this cast in solid silver, or brass, or gold even.
Definitely. The stuff we've looked at already is our stone cast range, and indeed this is stone cast. After this, there are other moulds made. This
is obviously bronze.
Exactly. Well, that's actually 70% bronze, but this is 100% bronze.
Okay.
So again, this is a less expensive version of that, but that is a solid bronze cast.
What do you mix this with?
That's actually mixed with resin, so that's 70% bronze and 30% resin, made from a silicon mould. And this one is first made in wax, then we send that off to our foundry, and it goes through a process called a lost wax process. Right. So that's actually solid bronze, and you know, the viewers can't feel that, but it's very, very heavy.
And that can sit on a table or a desk or whatever.
Yes,
absolutely.
Beautiful paperweight.
Now, what about silver and gold? I mean, you know, it obviously would be extremely expensive. I don't know, how much would a bronze hand or foot cost, depending on the amount of bronze you use?
Yes, well, it's babies 0 to 6 months old. The price of solid bronze for a pair of casts is £495.
£495 for a pair.
But the process to get that is quite lengthy, and there's a lot that goes into that. So,
and obviously the older the child, the more expensive it becomes.
Yes, it becomes slightly more expensive. But even at that level, which is really getting to the top of our range, bar gold and silver, we work in those materials as well. But just to, I mean, I quite often make a comparison between something like that would last a lifetime, and people will buy pushchairs which last for a few years and then they're thrown away.
Pushchairs
so,
for all kinds of baby paraphernalia, which unfortunately costs a great deal of money, and then, you know, within a year you're giving it away, hopefully, to somebody else who needs it.
So these are really priceless in that sense.
These are heirlooms, of course. Have you done any celebrity? Obviously, you can't tell us who.
No, we.
But is there something that you're finding on the increase? And
we have cast many celebrities, all of which can be seen on the website, but not mentioned.
Oh, you can. You can put them on the website.
Well, we have. Yes, we have a.
What is your website? We should give that out.
That's lovely. It's magiccustard.com. So it's all the W's.
Very
and then
easy.
Magiccustard.com.
Fantastic. Yes. And you said you have satellites. You're just not based in... Where are you based? Not just in London, it's all around the UK?
Well, I started this in my dad's kitchen, and from that we now have a workshop which is about 3,000 square feet.
Right.
We employ 5 girls to craft these after the moulds come in. We have 10 licensees all over the UK. We operate out of some department stores. I guess I can't mention the names, but department stores.
But also, I mean, I know that in certain hospitals and clinics you can pick up leaflets for this sort of thing. So
yes, it depends where our licensees have infiltrated.
Right.
So,
okay. Do you see the process going any further? Obviously, you can do mums and dads, and you can do, you know, the whole family. Presumably, it's not just babies. It gets more difficult, or
we quite regularly mould, and this is a new line, and this has come through mums and dads requesting this. We're doing babies' bottoms.
Yeah. Baby's bottoms.
Baby's bottoms are the latest
okay,
line.
we're not going to do that to you, Mimi. Promise. Okay.
And
your
quite
timing
often
has
we
to
do
be quite good on that.
pregnant bellies, pregnant bellies and bumps and things like that. And what we tend to do there is have dad standing behind mum and having mum and dad's hands on belly, and then we mould all of that and we cast that. So what comes out is a very, very emotional kind of piece.
Bond.
Absolutely. And they're lovely.
It's a sculpture, ultimately.
Yes.
Something that you can live with.
Very much so.
Well, listen, that's been fantastic. I think you did a magical custard demonstration, and we're very grateful for you coming in to demonstrate. Thank you, Mimi, as well. You can relax now and have your juice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.